Imagine standing on the ancient shores of Greece, watching as the sea itself rises up in towering waves, while inland, rivers surge with unprecedented force. This is no ordinary storm. This is the day Poseidon, god of the seas, faced a challenge that would shake the very foundations of his watery empire. In the world of ancient Greek mythology, even the mightiest gods faced challenges to their authority. Poseidon, brother of Zeus and Hades, ruled over all waters with his mighty trident, a weapon so powerful it could create storms, shatter rocks, and even cause earthquakes. But beneath his vast oceans dwelled other divine beings, the river spirits, ancient deities who governed the flowing waters that brought life to the Greek lands. These river spirits, known as Potamoi, were proud and ancient beings. They had watched civilization grow along their banks, received offerings from grateful farmers, and guided countless ships through their waters. But as Poseidon's influence grew, tension began to build between the sea god and these river deities. The Potamoi believed they deserved equal recognition, arguing that without their fresh waters, mortals would perish. One particularly bold river god, Olympus, the most powerful of all river deities, proposed a contest. He gathered his fellow river spirits and declared that Poseidon's dominion over all waters should be put to the test. The challenge was simple yet daunting. Each deity would demonstrate their mastery over water in a series of trials. The winner would claim undisputed authority over all waters, both salt and fresh. Poseidon, known for his fierce temper, could have simply struck them down with his trident, but something about their challenge intrigued him. Perhaps it was their audacity, or maybe he saw an opportunity to prove once and for all why he alone deserved to rule the waters. With a mighty laugh that echoed across the waves, he accepted their challenge. The tournament began at the mouth of the great Olympus River, where fresh water meets the sea. The first trial tested their ability to control water itself. The river spirits merged their powers, creating a spectacular display of swirling waters and rapids that climbed toward the heavens. Their combined might was impressive. Fountains of crystal-clear water danced in complex patterns, demonstrating their precise control. But when Poseidon stepped forward, the true gap in their powers became clear. With a single gesture of his trident, he created a massive whirlpool that dwarfed their display. The spiral of water reached so high it seemed to touch the clouds, yet remained perfectly controlled. Even the river spirits had to admit they had never witnessed such mastery. The second trial focused on the creation of new water sources. The river spirits worked together, causing springs to burst forth from the ground and creating new tributaries that spread across the land. It was an impressive demonstration of their life-giving powers, showing why mortals revered them as the bringers of fertility and abundance. Poseidon, however, had an even greater display in mind. Striking his trident against a coastal cliff, he not only created a powerful spring, but transformed the water itself. The spring he created flowed with water that could heal any illness and grant wisdom to those who drank from it. This was the legendary spring that would later become sacred to the Muses, showing that Poseidon's power extended beyond mere control of water. The final trial tested their ability to affect the mortal world through water. The river spirits demonstrated how they had shaped the land over centuries, carving valleys and creating fertile plains. They showed how their waters had nurtured civilizations and how mortals had built their greatest cities along their banks. Poseidon's response was both terrifying and awe-inspiring. He demonstrated how his waters had shaped not just valleys, but entire coastlines. With his trident, he showed how he could raise islands from the seabed and sink others beneath the waves. He revealed how his domain connected all lands, making trade and exploration possible. More importantly, he showed how his power maintained the balance of all waters on Earth, from the mighty oceans to the smallest streams. The river spirits, though proud, could not deny the obvious truth before them. Poseidon's mastery over water far exceeded their own, but instead of humiliating them, Poseidon showed unexpected wisdom. He acknowledged their importance in the natural order, declaring that while he would remain the supreme ruler of all waters, they would continue to be honored guardians of their rivers, essential to the flow of life itself. This myth teaches us several timeless lessons. It shows that true leadership isn't just about raw power, but about wisdom and the ability to recognize the value of others. It reminds us that even the mightiest beings can choose diplomacy over destruction, and that challenges can be resolved through demonstration of skill rather than through violence. Today, this story resonates with modern themes of environmental stewardship and the importance of preserving our water resources. Just as the ancient Greeks recognized the vital role of both seas and rivers in their world, we too must understand that every water source, from the mightiest ocean to the smallest stream, plays a crucial part in Earth's delicate balance. The legacy of Poseidon's tournament lives on in ancient art, literature, and architecture. Countless ancient fountains and temples depict this contest, reminding us that even the gods themselves sometimes faced challenges to their authority, and that true power lies not just in victory, but in how we choose to use our strengths. If you enjoyed this story, give it a like and subscribe for more timeless wisdom. New stories every week, don't miss out. Thank you for watching.